Before we jump back into our flip, Tom Wickman from Florida Friendly Landscaping Program shares with us some yard maintenance tips on yard waste.
Anyone maintaining a landscape knows that they have to deal with debris that's generated, whether it be grass clippings, leaves, small limbs. What do we do with all this stuff? Number one, if you're mowing the lawn, let the clippings lay on the lawn. They don't contribute to thatch, and they do add nutrients back to the soil. When you cut off small limbs, you can just tuck those behind larger plants. They'll break down and add organic matter back to the soil. Now, when you're designing the landscape, before you even buy plants, consider buying dwarf plants, ones that will take less pruning. You're not going to have to prune as often or as much. And make sure you're spacing them at the right spacing and far enough away from the house, again, so you don't have to prune more often. Another thing you can do is create large self-mulching areas underneath trees. So if you have a lot of trees, just make a large bed and allow those leaves to fall naturally. Now, if you have a lot of leaves that you've collected, they make great mulch in other beds. One of my favorite ways to recycle yard waste right on your property is to utilize a compost bin. Locate your compost bin in a sunny location where there's a water source somewhere nearby so that you can keep the moisture level up. Now, we want to add layers of greens and browns. So the greens are going to be that leafy material. The browns are going to be things like small twigs and leaves. You put those in layers as you're filling up your compost bin. And make sure that you're maintaining them properly. They'll take a little bit of turning that compost, and you'll have to keep the moisture up, but it turns into black gold that you can utilize in your landscape. By following these few tips, you'll find out that a lot of the nutrients that your landscape needs are already there. It just needs to be recycled properly.